Welcome back to Tabletop Assault. I'm Ross.
I'm David.
And today we're going to bring you a 1500 point battle report. I'll be using Thousand Suns.
And I'll be using Craftworld Elder. Quite excited to get them back out again.
Yeah, we don't see much, as much Elders I think we should probably bring, and I'm always excited to see what trickery you can unleash.
And I'm going to be unleashing some today.
Well, I think you're using some of the Vigilus stuff.
Yeah, I thought I'd give it a try.
Yeah, I tried it and didn't do so well, so now you're to show us how it's done.
Well, we hope.
Yep, I hope it's not too bad.
So we're going to play one of the chapter approved missions for you today, and it's a war mission called Scars of Battle. So Scars of Battle is obviously using tactical objectives, and you can never have fewer than 3 cards in your hand at the start of any battle round. So if you have fewer than 3, draw up to 3. However, at the start of the battle, before the game begins as such, and after you've done your refined strategy, which is you can remove up to 6 tactical objectives from your deck, you will have to roll a d6 each player. So on a roll of a 1 or 2, on a roll of a 1, you will lose cards numbered 11 to 16 from your deck. Removed, cannot achieve them.
Yep.
If you roll a 2, you will remove cards 21 to 26. And if you score a 3 or plus, you get to use your deck, which is great. So you really don't want to lose communications because you're losing opportunity to score points, especially if you roll that 1, because that tends to be the cards which are deck army related. So other usual caveats, guys, you've got acceptable casualties, so the sudden death rules aren't in this game. You've also got Slay the Warlord, Linebreaker, and the new First Strike, which again is a kill point for killing a unit in battle round 1.
Sounds good. With that, let's have a look at the forces. So we have our 1500 points of Thousand Suns. I'll be using a battalion detachment, so I'm going to have 8 command points to use in this game. I have from HQs a Demon Prince with wings. He's got the Sorcerer Arcana, Dark Matter, Crystal, Dark Reticus powers. He's got his powers, which will be Gaze of Fate, Diabolic Strength, and Smite. And he's got Malefic Talons, 2 sets of them. I've also got from a Warlord, Ahriman on a Disc of Zinch with Warlord trait, Otherworldly Prescience. And these powers are going to be Death Hex, Prescience, and Warp Time. For my troops, I have a unit of 10 Rubric Marines. There is Aspiring Champion, Discipline of Change, Glamour of Zinch, Armed Inferno, Bolt Pistol, and 4 Stave. And the Marines themselves have 5 Infernal Bolt Guns, Soul Reaper Cannon, and 3 Warp Flamers. Got another unit of Rubric Marines there as well. Aspiring Champion has Discipline of Change, Weaver of Fate, armed with Inferno Bolt Pistol and 4 Stave. And the Rubric Marines are 5 Infernal Bolt Guns, 1 Soul Reaper Cannon, and 3 Warp Flamers. And lastly, I've got 20 Zangors, all armed with Os Pistols and Chain Swords. For my elites, I have Scarab Cult Terminators, 5 of them. The Sorcerer has Discipline of Change, Glamour of Zinch, Inferno Combi Bolter, and a 4 Stave, while the Terminators themselves have 3 Infernal Bolt Guns, 4 Power Swords, 1 Soul Reaper Cannon, and a Hellfire Missile Pack. Another unit of 5 Scarab Cult Terminators, Discipline of Change on the Sorcerer is Weaver of Fates. He's armed with Inferno Combi Bolter, 4 Stave, and then the Terminators have 3 Inferno Combi Bolters, 4 Power Swords, 1 Soul Reaper Cannon, and Hellfire Missile Pack. And lastly, for my heavy support is a Forge Fiend with 2 Hades Autocans and Demon Jaws. That's my 1500 points of Thousand Suns.
Here we have 1500 points of Craftworld Elder, bringing 2 detachments, Battalion and Outrider, so giving me 9 command points to play with today. Going into the detachments themselves, a couple of tricky things are happening. The Battalion will be a Latok, and the Outrider will be Simhan. And I'm also going to, for the Outrider attachment, spend 1 command point before the battle begins to use the Windrider Host detachment from the Vigilus book, bringing me down to 8 command points. Now let's talk about that detachment first. So that'll have my Warlord, which will be a Farseer with the Singing Spear upgrade, and it'll have the Ghost Helm Relic and the Warlord trait, Seer of the Shifting Vector. There'll also be a Warlock in there with a Witchblade, also on a Skyrunner. I should mention the Farseer is also on a Skyrunner. The Farseer spells I should have mentioned, is Doom and Guide and Smite. And the Warlock spells will be Protect, Jinx, and Smite. We then also have 2 units of Windriders, 6 bikes in each unit, all with scatter lasers. And then we also have a unit of 2 Vipers, all with Shuriken Cannons and Star Cannons. That's my Simhan detachment with the Windrider Host rules. The battalion detachment will have Maugan Ra. It will also have a Spirit Seer, and the Spirit Seer will have Conceal Reveal spell and Smite. There will be 2 units of Guardians, a 10-man unit with a Shuriken Cannon and a 13-man unit with a Shuriken Cannon, and we'll have 10 Rangers with the Ranger Rifles. We'll also have 5 Dark Reapers with 4 Reaper launchers and 1 Eldari missile launcher in the X-Arc. We then have a War Walker with a Scatter Laser and a Star Cannon. And lastly, I'm going to take out for the first time the Wraith Lord, and I'll have a Ghost Glaive, Wraithbone Fists, a Flamer, and it'll also have a Scatter Laser and Star Cannon. That'll be my 1500 points. Let's see how it fares.
This is the battle map that we are playing on today. So it's our desert terrain and lots of levels in this one here. A lot of built up area, and many of the objectives are placed on quite higher ground. Speaking of which, let's have a look at the objectives. So we have objective marker 1 up in this corner. Number 2 is quite the opposite, down here. Number 3 is taking the centre with the surgery table. Number 4 is the drop pod in this corner. Number 5 up here, and number 6 down here. So we're playing Vanguard Strike, which is going to be basically corner to corner deployment. And with that, let's have a look at the deployment.
So the Craftworld Elder have finished deploying first. So we have my 2 units of 6-man Windrider Scatter Lasers, Warlock and Skyrunner, and my Warlord Farseer on Skyrunner. A 13-man unit of Guardians with the weapon support team, well, not weapon support team, but the weapons platform. 2 Vipers with their Star Cannons, and then over my other flank I have my Rangers up top, my War Walker, my Wraith Lord with a Spirit Seer in between the 2 of them. And then behind here, it's hard to see guys, but we do have my 10-man Guardian squad with their weapons platform. And then around this side, it's very hard to see, we've got Maugan Ra and my Dark Reapers. So that is the Simham and Aletok deployment. Let's crack on and take a look at Thousand Suns.
And we have the Thousand Sun deployment here. So I've got 1 unit of Rubrics just over here. Whole bunch of Zangors doing a bit of screening for some units. Got our Demon Prince over here, allowing some rerolls over here. We've got Forge Fiend, Ahriman, and another unit of Rubric Marines. I'm going to keep the Scrap Cult in Teleportarium. Reason being is I need a little bit of mobility and a bit more board control, and if I had to move up the field, it's just going to be really, really difficult. So I just need to pray that they come in, and they come in where they are absolutely needed.
So, per the deployment rules for this mission in Chapter Approved, because I finished deploying first, I will get first turn unless Ross can seize initiative.
Here comes the 6. That's not a 6.
That's not a 6 indeed. So it will be Craftworlds turn 1.
Just before we go into Battle Round 1, we're now going to do the Lost Communications, which is basically on a 1 or 2 we can lose tactical objectives from our decks. We've already done Refined Strategy and removed 6 from our decks, but we could lose more, and maybe ones we want. On a 1 we lose any tactical objectives numbered 11 to 16. And on a 2 you lose 21 to 26. So David, do you want to go first?
Yeah, so Craftworld deck here, I need a 3+. Oh, so I will lose 11 to 16 tactical objective cards, and Ross?
Yep, so I'll do mine. And I will lose none.
So we've just done our Lost Communications, and I just lost probably the best tactical objective cards in my deck of cards, which is really disappointing. Because I've already done Refined Stratagem, so I've already lost cards as it is, and I've lost more. I'm basically left with a lot of secure objectives and defend objectives. Not too bad though, but what we're going to do, guys, we're going to crack on the movement phase. I don't think I'll be moving too much, because I think I'm in range for most things already. It's just basically setting up for turn 2 shooting and turn 2 drop for Ross. Planning ahead basically, so let's crack on. Just drawing my 3 tactical objectives. I've got Defend 1, Big Game Hunter, and Assassinate. Well, you know how these 2 work, and Defend 1 is unfortunately down there. Not ideal. Finished up the Craftworld's movement, so these Guardians have moved on up from behind the building. Dark Reapers are starting to climb the building. We then have, it's hard to show you, but down there in the back you've got Maugan Ra, and the Rangers are up here, stayed still. workers stayed still. I've advanced the Spirit Seer and I've just simply marched up the Wraith Lord into the middle. Probably is Doom, but he's there to try and keep space between everyone. We then have over here Guardians advanced on up, and the, hard to see there, but the Warlock on Skyrunner is in there. Vipers moved on over, Bikes moved on over, and the the Farseer is in there as well. So everyone's moved. Bear in mind this is my Simham Wind Host detachment. Everyone else is a Latox. So yeah, let's crack on with what could be a very important psychic phase. It's hard to show you, but the Farseer is going to start the psychic phase off by dooming these Rubric Marines. So it's 7 to cast. Let's see what we get. We get it with 5, 6, 7, 8. Would you like to deny?
I'll leave it on this one.
So doom on them, just so don't forget. I'm now going to cast Guide, and I'm going to just cast it onto, say, these Windriders. In fact, no, we'll cast it onto these Windriders here. Guide just gives them reroll all hits. It's 7 again to cast. We get it with 10. I'm
going to leave it.
Okay, so Guide is off. Warlock time is going to cast Protect Jinx, and we're going to use the Jinx version on these Rubrics. It's 6 to cast. We get it with 9. Do you want to deny?
This is the one I really want to deny, and the only thing in range, because you've cleverly deployed so that nothing you've cast so far could deny except with the Rubric, so I'm going to attempt to do it with the Aspiring Sorcerer there. So I need a 10 to beat this.
No.
No.
You can command point it for 5 plus.
Yeah. I'm going to have to do it. I can't afford you to reduce my
saves.
So
because it's -1 to all saves.
Yeah, so 1 command point down, gotta get 5 plus, 1 3 chance. No.
So deny is gone. You're 1 command point down, which we'll recap in the end of this battle. This turn, sorry. But they are also now, they're jinxed. Spirit Seer is now going to cast Conceal Reveal, and we're going to cast Reveal onto these Rubrics because I want to remove their cover. You can tell that's my target, guys.
Absolutely.
I had a 6 to cast. I get it with a 6. You can deny it with Ahriman.
Do you want to try and command point that 1? I would do it because I'm definitely trying to deny it with Ahriman.
I've not used any command points yet, so I might as well. Thanks, Ross. Brings it to 8.
Yep. So I'm going to attempt to deny it with Ahriman. Ahriman does get +1, so it does mean it needs a 9, but technically 8 because, well...
You get +1.
It's Ahriman.
Oh, not even close.
Close.
Oh no. No command point reroll.
Nah, used already.
So, wow. Into the shooting phase, we're now going to go ahead and use 3 command points to use the stratagem from the Wind Host, Tempest Blades. It'll bring me down to 4 command points, but it'll give these Windriders, these Vipers, and the Warlock and Farseer himself an additional -1 AP if they don't have it already. So, we're going to start with the guided Windriders straight into these absolutely doomed and revealed and jinxed Rubric Marines. 24 shots. We hit on 3s, rerollable because of guide. You know what? Not a terribly bad start. Okay, so that was a fail. So we've got a ton of hits here. Rerollable to 3. We get 2 fails out of 24 shots.
Oh god.
So, and you're doomed, so these are strength 6, so the win you on 3s, rerollable. Take out the 1s and 2s, again that's really good. And then the rerollable. Okay, so another 2 fails, so we've got 20 wounds.
Okay.
Now, they are damage 1, so you're at technically a 2-up save, but your cover's ignored.
Yep.
You are jinxed, so you're back up to a 3-up save, and they are AP -1 due to Tempest Blades, so you're at a 4-up save.
Okay, do I not add +1 due to my...
That is factoring in.
Oh, so I'm only a 4+ save?
Yep.
Okay.
It's looking bad.
We'll count that in a second.
We're going to pause shooting more Windriders because that was phenomenal. We're going to move on to Dark Reapers. They're going to get buffed by Maugan Ra, who's down there behind the Warwalker, shooting at Ross's Forge Fiend. So Maugan Ra's Harvester rule will give all my Dark Reapers reroll hits of 1, even though the Exarch already does.
Yikes.
Speaking of Exarch, he's going to shoot first, 3s to hit, and we ignore all modifiers due to being Dark Reapers. A Daddy Missile Launcher. That's a hit. It'll be 3s to wound, strength 8. That's a wound. It's going to be -2, so 5 up save, Ross?
5 up save.
Nope. I should have mentioned, apologies, I'm obviously using the Star Shot, which is the d6 damage.
Sure. Oh. Yeah, I'm not going to use command point, David.
Yeah, because otherwise it'd have been strength 4.
Yeah, nah, and you're firing other Dark Creepers, so...
So it goes through, it's d6 damage.
Show me a 1.
How about 5?
Yeah, that's going to hurt.
So he's lost 5 wounds so far.
Yep.
We are now going to use the Reaper Launchers for another 4. 3s to hit, reroll 1s. Reroll that 1. So we get 3 hits. 3s to wound, these are strength 8. For 3 wounds, these are also -2, Ross.
Okay, 5 up save. I saved 1.
Now it's guaranteed 3 damage apiece, so it'll be another 6 damage.
Be another 6 damage, so what's that? That brings me to 13, which I think's pretty much dead. Do I want to spend a command point?
Have a think about it.
Yeah, I'll have a think. So I've done the math there. I'm going to be down to 1 wound if I leave this. 1 wound in the Forge Fiend. I can spend a command point and try and ignore 1, but I think I'm going to leave it because even if I did save 1, it'd only bring him back to mid efficiency and only at 4 wounds. I think in that case, you know, a 1 wound David might leave him and I'll get shots. If I bring him down to mid efficiency, David will just target him and kill him. So I'll leave it, conserve my points for now and bring him down to 1 wound.
We're going to move on to the Wraith Lord now. Now I know it looks like you can't see anything past this giant rock, but you can actually see past this gap into the Forge Fiend, who's down to 1 wound.
Whoa.
So I'm going to shoot his Scatter Laser, and I'm also going to shoot his Star Cannon. Now I have moved, so I'm going to be -1 to hit, bringing me to 4+, but I will get to reroll hits of 1 due to the Spirit Seer, because he's a Wraith Construct.
Nice, so they're all going for the Forge Fiend?
Yeah, all shots.
Okay.
So we'll do the Star Cannon first, it's 2 shots, hitting on 4s, reroll 1s. We get 1 hit. It's strength 6, so it will be 5s to wound. That's a fail. And Scatter Laser, 4 shots, hitting on 4s. No,
oh,
terrible.
That movement cost you.
And 5s to wound. That's a 3 guys, so nothing from the Wraith Lord. We're actually going to quickly just move on to behind the Wraith Lord. We'll just do the War Walker. So he hasn't moved, so he'll shoot everything he has at the Forge Fiend. That's another Scatter Laser and another Star Cannon.
Cool.
Just do the Scatter Laser first, hitting on 3s. No rerolls, but we do get 3 hits. Wounding on 5s. For 1 wound, Ross.
Any AP?
No AP on this one.
3+ save. You can bet I'm going to command point this if I fail it. Ah, I'm fine.
Okay, and then his Star Cannon. For 1 hit. No wounds. My Rangers are now going to put 10 Ranger Rifles into Ahriman.
Okay.
So he is a character and I can target characters even if they're not the closest. So 10 shots, hitting on 3s because I haven't moved. It's looking absolutely tragic. You know what? Half of them hit, still below average. We will be 4s, no, yeah, your toughness 4.
Toughness 4.
4s to wound, but 6s are mortal wounds in addition. We have got 1 mortal wound. That was a 4.
That was 4.
So 3 normal wounds, but because it's an addition, you've got another 4 saves to make. So you're already down to 4 wounds.
Okay.
No AP on this, Ross.
Yeah, so it's just going to be 3 up save. So I've lost 1 wound, total of 2 wounds. I'll accept that.
The Guardians over there, their weapons platform is going to shoot a Shuriken Cannon over at the Forge Fiend. Try and get lucky. 3 shots, hitting on 3s. It's just an assault weapon and I moved. 2 hits. It'll be 5s to wound at strength 6, but 6s are AP -3. Oh, first Snake Eyes. We'll move on. These Guardians, Shuriken Cannon into the Forge Fiend. Now, I did advance with these Guardians, so I will be -1 to hit here, bringing it to a 4 up.
Okay.
So 4 up with the Shuriken Cannon on the platform, 2 hits. Wounding on 5, 6 is AP -3.
Ooh.
Well, we got that one, so that'll bring you to a 5 up demon save.
Here comes the demon save. Which I nailed.
Oh. Unit of Vipers, which remember currently have Tempest Blades active, are going to put all their shots, so 4 Star Cannon shots, 6 Shuriken Cannon shots into Ross's Forge Fiend. I want Big Game Hunter. So I have moved with them, so my star cannons are now -1 to hit. So 4 star cannon shots, I'll do them first. 4s to hit now. We get 2 hits, no rerolls. It'll be 5s to wound, of which we get none. Oh, that's a tough one. I'm gonna have to leave it. So we then have 6 shuriken cannon shots.
Yep.
Hitting on 3s because they're assault weapons. Oh no! 5s to wound. It's a wound. Now Tempest Blades give it -1 AP, so 4 up save, Ross. You gonna command point?
I'm gonna command point it.
Have you command point a save this turn?
I haven't. Nope.
Yeah,
so that's me down 1 command point. I think that's me down 6 or something. Oh, that's no big game hunter yet.
Last up, well, second last to shoot because we still have Mogan Ra. We will go with these Windriders here. They're going to shoot everything they have into the Forge Fiend. I was debating between the Forge Fiend and the Zangors. I'm going to go with the Forge Fiend. I want Big Game Hunter. So it will only be Tempest Blade, that's the ability on at the moment. So 3s to hit. 24 shots.
Ooh.
It's looking very good.
Yeah, that's looking excellent.
So 5 missed, so there'll be 19 hits. Now it will be 5s to wound because I'm strength 6, but every wound is automatically -1 due to Tempest Blade.
Yep.
I think I've got enough. So I've got.
Can you imagine if you went for Zangors?
Yeah, I know. Right, shut up. So I get 4 wins, 5 wins?
Yeah.
4 wins?
4 wins, 4 up saves. Come on, Ross.
Oh,
that one's cocked,
I
but
think you're gonna do it.
I don't get a reroll this, by the way.
Oh yeah, neither you do.
Oh, so close.
Does it explode?
So close. I should have spent that command point to save me earlier. Yeah, but it would have been a 5+ roll. Does it explode? Nah.
No. But that will be Big Game Hunter and First Strike, sorry. And lastly, Mogan Ra's going to shoot with his Maujitar into your Zangors, Ross.
Okay.
So he gets to shoot this gun twice, and I'm going to use the Shuriken version twice, so it's going to be Assault 8 technically, Strength 6 -1.
Yep.
So hit on 2s, reroll 1s. They all hit.
Okay.
Strength 6, so I'll wound on 3s. And I reroll all runes of 1 against Chaos units.
Oh, really?
Yep. So I reroll that 1.
Yep.
So I'll take them out. So that's 6 wounds at 5 up invul.
5 up invul. See if we can do it. They're not bad. 3, so 3 go down.
Into the morale phase.
So this lone aspiring sorcerer lost 9 of his Rubric Marines, and he's had enough of it. No matter what I roll here, he fails.
He's dead.
He's gone. He's not having any of it.
So these psychic powers are gone too.
Yep. And then we've got the Zangors, who on a 5, because they lost 3 of them, will lose more.
No.
Okay. Nah. So that's the morale phase.
So that's an end of Craftworld turn 1. I did score a Big Game Hunter because I killed a unit with 10 or more wounds. That was Ross's Forge Fiend. And I did get First Strike. So that will actually be 2-0 in score. I have totally spent half my command points pretty much. So I'm down to 4 command points remaining. And Ross, you're at 6 command points remaining. Is that right?
Sure am.
Cool. So if we show you the board, it's now time for Thousand Suns to try and figure out what they're going to do here. I think they need to sally forth and try and master the warp. Let's see how it goes. And I should mention, I'm burning Defend Objective 1, which is down there. I want none of that.
We're into Thousand Suns turn 1. Bit of a devastating first turn from David there. Losing a whole unit of Rubrics, quite frankly, so easily is not something I like to see. I did put them in cover so they'd actually be a lot harder to shift. David didn't even think about it and just absolutely eviscerated them. So I still have a wee bit of my force left. I've still got the Scarabs, so I've got a bit of late game on that one. Really it's going to come down to points, I think. I'm only going to really be able to move forward, do a little bit of damage this turn and prepare myself for turn 2. Cards will help me here significantly. I basically need to endure David's next onslaught for me to get into position and bring the scarabs in. With that, let's have a look at the cards so I can maybe get some points this turn. Here's my tactical objectives for this battle round. Blood and Guts, so I've got to kill a unit in the fight phase. I get D3 if I kill 3 or more. Secure objective 4 and defend objective 4. Thankfully for me, that is very, very doable. I think I need to play a bit more aggressive than I'd like in this round, but I'm certainly going to do some stuff to see what I can do. So with that, let's go on to the movement. That is the end of the movement phase for 1,000 Suns. So the Rubric Marines have advanced because they were just not in range of anything. Go a wee bit forward, so that moves them onto this point here, giving them cover, though that didn't save their brethren. My Demon Prince, unfortunately, I decided to keep him back to secure 4. I could have committed to try and get him to move forward and get Blood and Guts, but I felt even if I did achieve that, the amount of death coming his way would be unbelievable. I'd rather just try and maybe commit, play dangerous and try and get the Zangors to do it, which is all very possible. Ahriman has moved a bit forward as well because he wants to hide from those rangers because they were taking pot shots at him. So use this line of sight blocker to hopefully keep him alive. Hopefully. We'll see how that goes. With that, let's go on to the psychic phase. Going to start my psychic phase by casting Gaze of Fate from my Demon Prince of Tzeentch, which will just give me another reroll this round. Need a 6. Yep, got it. I don't think you're in range to deny anything.
Not at all, mate.
So I've got 1 reroll to use this turn. The Aspiring Sorcerer in the Rubric Marine is going to attempt to do Weaver of Fates on himself. He was the Weaver of Fates one, while this one was the Glamour of Tzeentch. So Weaver of Fates on himself would add +1 to their invul save, which would be super, super nice. Gonna need a 6 to get it, which I just do. Just.
What did you roll?
6. So do I attempt to deny it?
Yeah, I'll attempt to deny with my Spirit Seer, who's just in range of Rubrics.
Yep.
So I need that 7 then to deny. It's denied.
Ooh. Next up, Ahriman's going to attempt Prescience onto the Zangors. Gonna need a 7 on this, but he does get +1.
So 6 brings you to a 7.
Brings me to 7. I'm gonna leave it because I actually need that reroll for later.
Okay,
for plans.
okay.
So if I don't get this, that's okay. But
I'll attempt to deny with the Farseer. I know it's hard to see, guys, but he's here.
Yep.
Now he gets a reroll with his armor for Deny the Witch, and he also gets a reroll for his Warlord trait. So
Yikes.
we'll see how this goes.
Lots of rerolls.
7 is not stopped though.
Oh no, it's not.
Because
Yeah.
I've matched it, so I will need to reroll, but I have to reroll the whole test. Or I could use a command point.
I would use a command.
I think I might need those command points so for what I've got planned. So I'm actually going to use my runes of armor or armor runes. Failed. Don't stop it. So prescience goes off.
And now I'm going to go warp time onto the Zangors themselves. Gonna need 6 to cast this, but it's +1 due to Ahriman. I don't know what that is. That's a 6 over there.
It's a 6, so you got 9 + 1 brings you to 10.
Brings you to 10. Oh, I'm happy with that.
I'm going to again use the Farseer. I need to get an 11 here, but I do get a reroll because of my Warlord trait still.
Sure.
5 and a 2.
Oh, you need a 6.
And you're going to warp time the Zangors.
I am indeed.
You know, I'm just going to use. I'm not even too bored if the Zangors come in, so I'm actually just going to reroll.
Sure.
Just use his Warlord trait, Shifting Seer. No. So it goes off. You can warp time those bad boys.
Gonna attempt Smite from Ahriman. Just gonna put it on the Guardians because they're the closest visible unit. So gonna need 5, but +1. Got an 8. Do you want to attempt to deny?
+1 brings you to 9, Ross.
Yep.
So I'll attempt to deny my last deny with the Warlock here.
Yep.
Attempt to deny. Not even close. So
No.
D3 mortal wounds.
Have 1.
Yeah, take it off.
Lastly, going to attempt to do Smite from the Demon Prince. Only closest visible unit within range, do get +6, is the Wraithlord. It's going to attempt to go on him. I don't get +1 because I'm 1,000 Sun. They don't suffer the Smite rule. So I'm still going to be 5s to cast. Got with 7. You've got no deny?
I've got no range or denies left.
Here comes D3 mortal wounds. Have 2.
I'm down to 8.
Going to be quite a bit of a different shooting phase than David's. Zangor's going to start up. They're just going to fire their auto pistols. 3 are within range of the Guardians over on this side, and then 11 of the Zangors here are going to fire at the Wraith Lord because they don't have any other options. So with presence, they're going to be 3s to hit, and they get to reroll 1s because of Ahriman. Go with Guardians first. 3s.
All hit.
Nice. 4s to win you. For, yeah, healthy amount of wounds. No AP, Davids.
4 up. Rune armor. Sorry, it's the Guardians, isn't it?
Yeah.
It'll be 5 up, but they're in cover. No, they're not all in cover, so 5 up saves. I'm actually going to tank it on the platform.
I think that's a good idea. Get a 3 up save then.
Yep.
Oh.
2 wounds, I think that will kill it. Let me just double check. So yeah, the platform's dead. I should have probably rolled 2 dice first to see how it went and then rolled, but it was a 6 and 2 fails anyway, so platform's dead. Then you've got your 11 shots.
11 shots onto the Wraith Lord. Gonna need 3s to hit, 2 to presence, reroll 1s. I'm gonna say it's cocked. It's still a miss. So plenty of 2s, the one thing I didn't actually need. But you know what, I'll accept it here. That one does hit because that was reroll 1s. And I'm going to need 6s to injure.
Oh, toughness 8.
Yeah, 1 save to make.
3 up. It's failed, so I'm down to 7 wounds.
Zangors are going to attempt to charge. Yeah, my shooting phase is done, by the way. I don't have anything else that can shoot. Rubric's advanced and Ahriman's not in range. So Zangor's going to charge. They are going to charge both Spirit Seer and the Wraith Lord. Just if I chose not to charge the Wraith Lord, I don't think I could get enough while avoiding him to get within the Spirit Seer. I want to just try and wrap up as much as possible. So I'll take the Overwatch from the Wraith Lords. I'll have to endure it.
Okay, so Spirit Seer will Overwatch with his pistol first. 6s. Nope. I don't believe he benefits from his own reroll 1, so we'll move on.
Okay.
D6 automatic hits from the Wraith Lord Flamer. For 6.
Oh no. One thing I didn't want you to roll a 6 on.
So 6 automatic hits, wounded on 4s. For 4 wounds.
Yep.
And just 5 up demon save. Or your Zangor save.
5 up and go. I've got 2 down already, 1 cocked. 3 going down.
3 going down. Then Shuriken Cannon. Reroll 1s due to the Spirit Seer.
Don't get 3 6s here. Oh.
No. It will be 2s, sorry. Your toughness 4.
Toughness 4.
3s to wound. That's a wound. No AP on this.
5 up and go. Nope, no one down, that's
so
4.
4. And then Star Cannon from the Wraith Lord. 1 hit, reroll 1s. For 2 hits, 3s to wound, strength 6. For 2 wounds, minus 3, so it'll be demon save or Zangor save. Another 2 go down.
That's 6 going already.
And it's 5-inch charge.
That was
Bad.
bad. 5-inch charge, which I totally nailed with a 10.
You got a 10, so you must have got a 6 there. Sorry, dice is gone, guys, so they make it in.
So I've done my pile-in moves to get into combat to do a little bit more damage. Hopefully in the Spirit Seer, that's what I'm aiming for. David actually worked out that the Spirit Seer in Overwatch could still actually reroll that 1. And I'm going to allow it, David, so you need to get a 6 here.
Thanks, Ross.
No.
Nope.
So how this is going to work is that I have 9 of my Zangors in range of the Spirit Seer to make him an eligible target. So they're going to go for them. 1 is a champion, bringing a total of, because he's got chain swords, 19 attacks. Going to put the remaining 2 into the Wraith Lords, which is going to be 4 attacks. Going to start with the Wraith Lords because I don't think that's going to go well. It's 4 attacks, hitting on 2s because they are presenced. All hit. Nice. It's going to be 6s to win though. I'm strength 4, your toughness 8.
Yep.
For our wins.
No AP.
No AP at all.
I take a wound.
How have these guys caused like 2 wounds on a Wraith?
I think I'm less efficient now as well, but I'm down to 6 wounds. Anyway, this is the important part though. So
this is the fun time. So it's going to be 19 attacks, hitting on 2. Because you're a character, I do have Relic Hunters, which allows me to reroll hits on characters. So 2s reroll 1s. Nice, nice, nice.
Dead Spirit Seer, I think.
I'm hoping so. Only 2 necessary rerolls. So I have 19 hits.
You sure do.
Thanks, patience. Gonna need 3s to injure. I'm strength 4.
Move that weight for now.
3.
Toughness 3, yes, so 3s.
3s. Yeah, okay, I'm actually pretty pleased with that.
He should be dead. He's got 4 wounds. He only has a 4 up armor save here. Bye bye, Spirit Seer. Yeah, he's toast. Super Toast, he's dead, and that is your first strike. Wraithlord's going to strike back with his Ghost Glaive. He'll get 4 attacks. I said he was less efficient. He's actually fully efficient at the moment. It's when he's at 5 wounds. So 4 attacks in on 3s. No rerolls because the Spirit Seer's dead. I would have got 2 rerolls there.
Oh no!
And then it's strength 9 with the Ghost Glaive, so 2s to wound. 2 wounds, it's -4, bringing you to your invul.
Yep, bug up.
1 dice. It's d6 damage. I'm not even going to roll the damage, guys, so 1 Zangor dice.
On to the morale phase. You've got one to make with these guardians here, David.
I lost a platform and a guardian, so I'm leadership 7. On a roll of a 6, I'll lose another guy. Nope, they're okay.
Okay. I have a leadership here to make with my Zangors. I suffered 7 casualties, so I lose d6 more. 2, I still have a Gaze of Fate reroll, and I lose it basically, I think, this time. But 2, I think I'm fine because...
Don't reroll that.
Oh, the temptation. No, for
Do you know
1.
what? Shall we say, you don't reroll it, but hypothetical, guys. Do you want to show everyone the
Hypothetical. Ah, yeah, so good call. End of the Thousand Suns turn there. Bit lackluster, but you know, we've still got Scarab Occult coming in and we've still got a few options. So, in terms of points, I did get one. I got my first strike. I got Blood and Guts because I ripped that Spirit Seer apart. And I also got Secure Objective Marker 4 because my Demon Prince is sitting on it. I do have Defend Objective 4, so if he survives next time, I will then score another 2, so that's really cool. Brings the victory points 3 to myself and 2 to David. While with command points, I still have a mighty 6, while David has 4. Let's go on to the Elder, turn 2.
Yeah. Right. Not much to say here. I think I need to kill the Zangors, and then I should hopefully have the option to start laying into Ahriman. Because he would then potentially be the closest, and that's my aim. If I kill the Zangors, kill Ahriman this turn, Scarab Occult will come in and maybe do their thing, but with losing Ahriman, that could be a death nail for these Thousand Suns. With that, guys, we're going to crack on and see my new cards. So my new objective cards, I always had Assassinate. I've now got Secure 3, Defend 2. So Secure 3 is there, but Defend 2, more importantly, is right where I need it. Finished off the Craftworlds movement. Guardians have moved on up. Fell back the Wraithlord, so I can try and deal with these Zangors. Warwalker stayed still. Ranger stayed still. Malgan Rat and the Dark Reapers have moved up in the rocks. Over here, we have Guardians defending Objective 2. Warlocks moved up onto the stairs with the Viper Squadron moving up front. We still have my Farseer hidden in here, and all these Windriders have spread out to anticipate the drop that's about to come. We're trying to minimise as much of my backline space as I possibly can. Time for the Psychic phase. Going to start the Psychic phase, and the Warlock is going to try and cast Protect Jinx. We're going to use Jinx onto Ahriman. It's 6 to cast. I get it with 10. Would you like to deny? This is -1 to all your saving throws.
Yeah, I'll give it a go. I don't like that. I need a 10 to beat you because I get +1. Not even close.
Want a command point up?
No, because I need to roll 6.
Okay. So he is jinxed.
Yep.
We're moving on to the Farseer now. He's hidden in here. Down there. The Farseer is going to cast Doom onto Ahriman now. It's 7 to cast, but I do get a reroll due to my armour. Oh, I can't see what that is, Ross. That's a 2, so it's a fail. So I will reroll, and I'll have to reroll both dice for this. So I get it with 7, so it is cast.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to deny that one.
Now, of course,
6.
you've denied it.
Yeah, no matter what that is, it's cocked. But if I even roll a 1, I'll get 7 + 1. Means
denied. So no Doom, no Doom. How many can he deny?
3.
3. So we're going to now cast Guide onto this unit here of Windriders. In fact, that unit there of Windriders. So Guide time. We get it with an 8.
Okay, I'll deny it with an 8. No,
you don't.
It's Guide, so you get to reroll loads and loads of dice, don't you? How many?
Just reroll all hits.
Reroll hits. How many shots do they get in the unit?
That unit will have 24 shots.
So I'm just doing quite a bit of maths, gives you sort of 8 rerolls. I'm going to spend a command point trying to stop that, because I want you to try and fail as many as possible. Yeah.
Denied. Into the start of the shooting phase. Now I'm actually going to spend 2 command points right off the bat, guys.
Yep.
And I'm going to use Runes of the Witnessing with my Farseer. He's hidden in there. Runes of the Farseer will give him and all Craftworld units within 6 inches of him reroll all wind rolls of 1.
Oh, okay.
So that's me down to 2 command points, but it means winding Ahriman might be a lot easier.
Okay.
And we're going to pause there. So I've just put Runes of Witnessing on the Farseer. I'm not going to do anything else. So moving on now, 20 shots from the Guardians with their shuriken rifles into these Zangors, and then the shuriken cannon as well.
Cool.
20 shots from 10 of them. And on 3s. You know, it's not too bad.
Yep.
Winding on 4s. Strength 4 against toughness 4. Any 6s is minus 3 AP, but it's not going to make a difference.
Yeah, I've got a better invul save.
Yeah. So we've caused 6 wounds, and you've got 8 remaining, don't you?
Yep, so 5 up invul save. Oh, so 4 going down.
And we'll just do the shuriken cannon next, so 3 shots. It's assault weapon. 2 hits. Oh, my apologies, guys. I will not be able to shoot the shuriken cannon because I have to sacrifice one of the guys to shoot it. And I've already shot with all the guys. So no shots from the cannon. And this unit of Guardians, there's 12 remaining. All of them are going to shoot into the Zangors. Now they are a different Craftworld, so they will not benefit from the Farseer's Runes of Witnessing. So 24 shots, hitting on 3s. That was a hit, by the way. Take that off, take them off. That's okay.
It's okay.
And
it's
then,
only 4 left.
Yeah, and then Force to Wind. That's
that was a
phenomenal.
lot better.
So you get 5, 10, 11 wounds.
11 5 ups to make.
Yeah.
11 5 ups. Not even close. That was about the opposite of your 1.
So they're gone.
10 kill, wow.
Moving on to this Windrider squad, they're going to shoot all their shots at Ahriman as he is now a viable target. And I will get 3s to hit, but I will get to reroll wounds of 1 due to the Farseer's Runes of Witnessing as they share the same Craftworld.
Okay.
24 shots, 10 on 3s. It's looking very good. That's 20 hits.
Okay, we do not get to reroll 1s, did you know?
It's reroll wounds of 1.
Oh, reroll wounds.
Yeah, but to be honest, I just rolled 20 hits at 24. Now, strength 6 with scatter lasers, so these are going to be 3s to wind, reroll 1s. It's looking absolutely phenomenal. 2 2s and 2 1s. Oh, that is 18 wounds. Now, there's no Tempest Blade here, so they're AP dash, but you're -1 to all saving throws, so you're a 4-up save.
I was going to say I'm a 3-up invul because I've got his thing, but...
no, 4-up.
Yeah. Bye, Ahriman. Oh my. See if that was on Terminators. That would almost be a Scarab Occult kill.
10. That's 12 wounds. Warlord kill. Time to shoot the Vipers. Now the next closest target is actually the Demon Prince.
Yeah.
Now I want to apologise. During turn 1 with those Vipers, I did -1 to hit with the Star Cannons. I'm an idiot. They're Sime Ham for this Craftworld, so they would have ignored that penalty.
Okay.
So it's 4 Star Cannon shots and 6 Shuriken Cannons from the 2 models into Demon Prince.
Go for it.
Star Cannons. Hit on 3s. 1 hit. Now they're not within range of Runes of Witnessing, so it'll be Force to Wound. For a wound, it's -3 to your save.
I'm 4-up invul. I'm going to command point
it.
Yeah,
make it.
Thank goodness.
6 Shuriken Cannon shots. We get 4 hits. We wound on 4s, and 6s are AP -3. So just 1 wound at 3-up armor.
3-up armor coming your way. Nailed it.
Second unit of Windriders are going to shoot down the line in the middle of the field to the Rubrics hiding in this building. So they will get their cover. There'll be 24 shots hitting on 3s. Not as good as before. Their brethren shot a lot better. Now this will be 3s to wound, strength 6, but I will reroll wounds of 1 due to Runes of Witnessing. Take out the 2 2s, 4 1s. Oh, don't count drop die. Okay, so a ton of wins there. You've got 5, 10, 14 saves to make at 2 up saves, Ross.
Yeah.
Because of cover and also your...
all the stuff, so just don't roll 1s, Ross. I think I only see 1.
You do. Mulligan Raz going to shoot the Mulgator at the Rubrics. Now the difference is here, you're going to get 2 up saves. I'm actually going to risk it for the biscuit. I'm going to go with the D3 Mortal Wound version.
I would probably agree
The
with you.
Shrieker round.
Yep.
So I'll get 2 shots. I get to shoot it twice, but we'll just do the first one.
Yep.
So hit on 2s, reroll 1s.
Yep.
Wounding on 3s, because I'm strength 6, but I reroll wounds of 1 because you're chaos. So it's a wound. Now it's -1 to your save.
But I'm in cover, so still
And-
2+.
Yes, let me double check. I think it's only damage 1 as well, so it'll be 2+ regardless.
2+ regardless.
Just
So
don't roll a 1.
don't roll a 1. Oh, and I have no rerolls.
You've used the command point.
So that's 1 dead and D3 mortal wounds.
D3 mortal wounds.
Oh my words.
So 3 rubrics will die.
Oh.
I'm going to shoot him again,
Oh.
and I'm going to use the same round.
Yeah. No.
He hits on a 2+. He wins on a 3+ reroll 1s. So he wins.
Don't roll a 1. Don't roll a 1. What'd I get?
It's a 2.
Oh, it's a 2.
So you're okay. 10 Rangers are going to shoot their rifles into the rubrics. There's 6 remaining. 10 shots, 10 on 3s. Haven't moved. These Rangers are poor today. It'll be 4s to win, 6s are mortal wounds in addition. So 1 will die, but because it's an addition, you'll have another 2 saves to make. So you've lost 1 so far. It's 2 up saves.
Oh, what? No.
Lost 3 rubrics in tow. War Walker next is now going to shoot into the rubrics. There's 3 remaining rubrics. Scatter laser time, hitting on 3s. Okay. Wounding on 3s. That's a 4. So that's 3 wounds, Ross.
What's his AP?
AP dash, so 2 up saves. Don't roll more 1s.
Yeah, don't roll more 1s. Oh, another 1 down.
So you've got 2 remaining. Star Cannon hitting on 3s. That's 2 4s, 2 hits. Strength 6, so 3s to wound. 1 wound. Now this is damage D3 and it's -3.
So that's just going to bring me to my 5 up invul?
It sure will.
Yep. So
No, D3.
yeah, I killed 1.
So another 1 dies. I think you're just left with the Sorcerer now.
I am indeed.
Dark Reapers last to shoot. They were hoping to be shooting at the Demon Prince, but hey, they need to shoot the last, which will be the Rubric Marine. This feels like a bit of overkill, but hey.
Just a bit.
So, Reaper Auto Launchers, or Reaper Launchers, sorry, hitting on 3s, reroll 1s due to Mulligan Ra. And it will be 2s to win, strength 8. For 2 wins. It's damage 3 and it's -2.
So what's that going to be?
4 up save.
Okay.
Because you're in cover.
Hey.
Oh, you just did that so casually.
Nice.
Okay. Eldari Missile Launcher from the Exarch, hitting on 3s, reroll 1s.
Yep.
Wounding on 2s. It's a wound.
What's the save?
-2, so again 4 up.
No, I'm definitely dead.
D6 damage.
You don't need to roll that.
He's dead. I was using the Starshot missile, obviously,
Ah,
so
cool.
he is gone. That brings an end to the Craftworlds turn 2, and my god, that was beautiful. So, if Ross will show you the board, he does have Scarab Occult to come in, but all he's left with just now is a Demon Prince.
Yeah.
All his buddies have kind of fled. So, we did get Assassinate because we killed Ahriman, and we did get Slay the Warlord for that. Brings the Craftworld Elder to 4 victory points. Ross, however, will now get Defend 4 because the Demon Prince has been on it for 2 turns. So the score is now 5-4 in favour of the Thousand Suns. And Ross has 4 command points remaining. I have 2 command points remaining. Thousand Suns turn 2.
Alrighty, so that is, we're on to Thousand Suns turn 2. It is looking bad because most of my force is annihilated, but I do have the Scarabs coming in who can hopefully turn the tide. I am technically still winning in victory points and I get to draw a whole new hand, which may be helpful as well. With that, let's have a look at the hand. Here is my cards for turn 2000 Suns. Secure objective marker 1 is a little bit difficult because it is over here. I could commit there with the Demon Prince, but I really don't want to, because it kind of moves him out of the game. Wrath of Magnus, D3 victory points if at least one enemy unit was destroyed by a unit from your turn during the psychic phase. Not really possible, very difficult with just Scarab Occult and the Demon Prince. And secure objective marker 6, which is here. So I really want to decide whether I want to go for points or try and cause some damage. Let's decide that in the movement phase. Finished up the Thousand Suns movement there. So what I've done is I've decided to deep strike, Teleportarium, the Scarab Occult, into the back. Their main threat is the Dark Reapers. There's no joke about that. So I need to deal with them. Deal with them and then I can look at other options. I've used the Dark Matter Crystal to redeploy my Demon Prince. Unfortunately, couldn't take any units with him because they're dead. So I've just deployed there. I couldn't really deploy within rapid fire range, just it was a little bit tricky, but I'm 90% sure I've got enough firepower to at least deal with the Dark Reapers. With that, let's go on to the psychic phase. Gonna start the psychic phase by using Gaze of Fate from the Demon Prince. Basically, try and get a free reroll, which would be really nice. So gonna need a 6 to get this. Which we do. Do I try and deny it, David?
No, I'll let that one go off.
Nice! So
in fact, you know what? I'm trying to count how many spells are getting cast. No, I'm going to try and deny it.
Okay.
I'll try and deny it with the Farseer, who is around here. So it's first deny. I need to get a 9 then. Not even close. Ooh.
Do I use a reroll to deny?
Nah, I'll leave it.
Yeah.
You get Gaze of Fate off, buddy.
Sure. Gonna attempt Smite, and it is going to be into Dark Reapers because they are the closest one. If I pick off a few, it's nice.
Oh no. Gaze of Fate.
Nah, I'll keep that for later.
Command point?
No. I've got more than enough firepower to deal with them.
Okay.
It's just as an extra. Now time to do a bit of survivability for the Thousand Suns. I'm going to attempt Weaver of Fate on the furthest Scarab Occult unit. It will be a 6 cast with them onto themselves. So we get it.
I'm not within range to deny that unit.
Nice, so they've got Weaver of Fate and Glamour of Tzeentch on the closest unit of Scarab Occult.
Those ones down there, Ross?
Yeah, so that's
okay.
-1 to hit when you target them, so I like this as well. That is a 7, which means it is just cast.
I'll try and deny that with my Farseer. I can re-roll it with the runes, so I'll re-roll it. It's a 7, so it's not denied. It goes off. Glamour and Weavers go off.
First unit of Scarab Occult's gonna target the Dark Reapers. So yeah, David's decided to put lightning fast reflexes and he's Alatok, which I didn't know. I didn't realise exactly what this did because I didn't really shoot it at short range yet, and I couldn't quite get him within 12 inches. Yeah, that's -2 to hit, so I'm going to have to commit everything into them to try and even do some damage. I will get to reroll ones though. So Infernal Combat Bolters, going to be hitting on 5s, reroll ones, 8 shots, for 3 hit, unfortunately no rerolls. Your toughness 3?
I'm going to double check that with Dark Reapers. Sorry guys, their toughness 3, just wanted to double check. So, 3 wins, 3 hits, sorry.
3 wins.
Oh my lord. 3 fails.
That was a 1, yeah, 3 fails. After that disaster, Soul Reaper cannon time. Can it do any better? 5 to hit, reroll ones. Nope.
1 hit.
1 hit. 1 wins. -1 AP.
No, Soul Reaper cannon's -3,
yeah,
so
it's 1 damage.
I'm in cover, so that brings me from a 2 up to 5 up.
Yep.
So I should have declared, sorry, but that was going on the XR.
2 Hellfire missiles coming your way, hitting on 5s, reroll ones.
Reroll that 1.
1 reroll.
What did you get?
I got a 2.
Ugh.
So we'll quickly try and rinse and repeat, try and kill something. Second unit of Scarab Occult into the Dark Reapers. Hitting on 5s, reroll ones. Okay. 2 rerolls.
Okay, 3 hits.
Yeah!
3s to win.
On 3s. For 2 wins.
So this will be -1?
-2.
-2, sorry. So that brings it to a 4 up save because I'm in cover. The XR dies and also one of the Dark Reapers die.
Go for Soul Reaper Cannon next, see if you can do some more damage. 5 step, reroll. I'll redo that again because that's really noisy. Soul Reaper Cannon, we'll try and go next. 5 step hit, reroll ones. Okay, 3s to wins. Cool, take 2 wins.
Be 5 up saves because they're in cover. 2 more die, I'm down to 1 Dark Reaper.
And finally the missile pack, firing at them. Hellfire missiles, hit on 5, 0 1s. Demon Prince, you have added absolutely next to nothing when it comes to this. So that's the end of Thousand Suns turn 2. And on that note, David, I'm going to concede immediately. So there's major things to think about in this one. The Alatok one, I really didn't take into factor of -1 to hit. You now have mobility to take the entire board if you want to, and I will never catch you. I do not want you to sit around and fire at me for another 3 turns and have a laugh. No, David, you're not getting that. I'm going to concede immediately. In terms of points, you're going to score an extra 2 because you got Defend Marker 2, which is pretty good. And I didn't score anything because I sort of went for broke and it was a really bad plan. So that brings final scores 6-5 to the Elder. In terms of command points, I've still got 4, David's got 0. I will get an extra point because I'm behind enemy lines, but not a chance. Good game, David.
Good game.
Let's have a talk about how obviously the Elder worked, especially with the new sort of Vigilus rules.
Okay guys, I have to admit I'm overly impressed. Well actually I'm always impressed with Craftworld.
Sure.
If I'm honest, they've always performed incredibly well on the channel, but that was exceptionally well, especially against an army which is designed to take shots and dish it back. Craftworlds didn't really give Thousand Suns a chance.
Nope.
It was brutal. I have to be honest, that Vigilus detachment, that's worth it.
I thought it was okay. I mean, you did so many buffs there, so many buffs that were not just that, but being able to give a whole detachment minus sort of section of you take -1 AP is very, very, very handy.
There is one other stratagem in there I think we should probably mention to the viewers who haven't know about this detachment, which we never got the opportunity to use, but there was a plan to potentially use it. So there's also a stratagem, I can't remember what it's called, but it's basically a stratagem for 2 command points. After my first unit has attacked in the fight phase, say I've got other units that are locked in combat, you can spend command points to move them.
Oh wow.
So say for example, I'm locked with some units and you've got some units that have charged me that turn. Sure. I have to hit with one of my units first, but after they've hit, get away.
Yeah.
So there's a couple of opportunities, not just damage, there's also a retreat and then fight another day sort of feel to it. Quite liked it.
Yep. Yeah, on the Thousand Suns side, I didn't really take off at all. Let's not deny that one. Removing entrenched Rubric Marines is usually an incredibly difficult thing, especially when you're taking 1 damage shots, which you were doing, volume of shots. But having the various debuffs and minuses of APs really just ensured that 1 did go down quite efficiently, also damaging the Force Fiend as well. I then just was left with options to then move up in a turn, and then you just rinse and repeated. I may have brought the Scarab Occult in, but then taking the -1 to hit over 12 inches, I just couldn't quite deep strike to get the range. Is always a very good way to mitigate shots. So, didn't quite get off the back in there. Magnus won't be pleased with me. I'm sure I'll get some words later on.
So guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. Join us again for another Tabletop Assault Battle Report. Check us in links down below to our Facebook page. We can keep up to date what we're doing on the channel, along with Patreon if you wish to support the channel. But that's it from me, that's it from Ross, so thanks very much, and we'll see you again soon, another one of our Tabletop Assault Battle Reports.